The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Black 15! Alpha!
Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. But load it. Load it.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Keep it skinny. Hey, dude. 44, Mike, 44. Watch the screen. Run 80. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Rivers. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. But it was 3rd down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rivers. It's complete to Williams. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 42.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The throw complete here to Williams. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Rivers escaping the pressure right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They're looking at a first. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Second and 5 now. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. These two teams all tied after one.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 47.
49.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. That's good for 28 yards. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult.
Williams loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
You better talk to your boy. Protect you.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Off the draw, here's Williams. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
6 man. Check girls, check girls, check girls. 44, 44, Mike, 44.
Hey, Delta!
Check.
Q. White!
Backfield, motion out of the backfield.
Hey, Echo!
Mike's supposed to be
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike's 49.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw, and it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're on this. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Bang, 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 bang. Watch the safety creep.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play.
Push him back.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Here we go again.
Easy. 12.
Nice, sweetheart.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers for Keenan Allen. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Yellow. I go, little lady.
Let's go, D.
Williams. And an alley to run. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 91 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Switch. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Red.
He's coming, double up.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Buckle on.
From the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Gets it to Gordon. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Hey, Alpha.
44 is the mic. 40.
Red. Red.
Rivers again. Open man, it's Allen. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
Stay there.
Rivers
Stay there.
now
Hey,
12 of
79.
16 thus
79.
far. It's first and 10.
Get him. 44.
43. 218. Chop. Behind.
Now Gordon on first down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go, go, go. 36, 36.
Load it. Load it. Wait, 89.
Final play of the half, Rivers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Raekwon McMillan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Check. 57.
Wide. Get wide. You gonna take. You got take.
Yellow.
You got take right there.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Hey, Riblin.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 32-yard line.
Alpha.
On 2nd and 2, Mahomes flush to his right. It's complete. It's Miller. Second catch in this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Joey Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, Team 6. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Hey, easy.
On 1st and 10, Rivers able to get this to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Hey, exit.
Rivers now. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got it bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta! Hey, Foxtrot!
Check, 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 check. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
To the air again here, Rivers. Got Gordon open, completes it. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
49.
On first down, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, D. Let's go. 49 the mic. Watch 49. All right.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 33.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Begin.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
49, guys. Mike.
Mahomes now on first down. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Under crunch. Mike's 49. Mike 43.
Mahomes now to throw. He's got it to Williams. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal.
And Butker able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Rivers now to throw on first down. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Rivers. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rivers. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They run it again with Williams. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mahomes now on the sneak, and he will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Rivers. That's complete. It's Gordon. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. He's back to throw. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's put that team on the 44, 44, Mike, 44. Here we go.
Rivers to throw. He completes it to Henry.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that time out to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta! Hey, Delta!
Here's Rivers. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
You. Hey.
Bravo!
Nice 50. Me and you all day. I'm coming.
Now Rivers. And an alley to run. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And no, he missed it. Oh, my goodness, no Super Bowl trip for them this year as they're going to lose this title game on a missed field goal. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.